I just want to thank everyone for coming out on such a beautiful day. I'm a little nervous with so many people here, but I'm not as nervous as Bilal. This is his first film. He's my producer. Enjoy the film.
How do you guys think the screening went?
I think it went great. We were a full house, and people were really feisty and mad and irritated and really aggressive with their comments. And I was like, "Yeah, I got your mojo going." So that was exciting. But more importantly, I think the whole purpose of this is to have dialogue. And after the film finished, everyone stayed to talk about it, to voice their opinions, because I think they care, or this conversation is so important to have that people just hang around for it, and that felt really good.
Going backwards just a bit, I think the media has also changed probably since September 11th. In a way, the way the Middle East and everywhere else was portrayed before, it wasn't just purely about terrorists, because it was a problem that wasn't actually on US soil.
I mean, as you know, this is my first time actually here, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I loved seeing the reaction of people, especially everybody had their own different opinions, etc. But the whole point of this is engaging people and getting the message out there, and I hope at least we kind of succeeded that, and everybody was kind of pleased. So,
some people do not understand. I mean, the questions that I kept getting in terms of, they stone women, they hate women, they burn women, etc. in terms about the Middle East. Not all of them. Right. And you're sitting there. It's not basically, you don't want to say what the hell are you talking about, and you have to say it in a way that I can understand why some people see it in that way.
No, I mean there were a few people who kind of felt uncomfortable at certain questions at certain points when we did the one-on-one interviews, but it's not that they felt uncomfortable, it's just they thought this was a very personal thing to them, and they had, when they sat at the dinner table, they had no issues in discussing things. But when you focused on maybe more questions, some people felt uncomfortable and didn't answer them, and that's a choice, it depends. But I think just getting everybody there was getting different representation of a country, for example, people of different religions, etc., sitting on a table and expressing their views.
I think if you start off with a couple of bottles of champagne and then move to a really rich Bordeaux or Pinot Grigio, then people just relax around the lips.
I think the point of this documentary is that people will look at it in different light, whether it's going to be media or it's about perception. From my point of view, the whole thing was to show there are different people in different parts of the world.
At the end of the day, they all agreed to disagree, really.